Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Today, the two of us will explain the material about imperative in spoken discourse. The first thing is the definition first, and it's going to be explained by Naya.
Okay, I will explain about the imperative mode. The imperative mode is grammatical contraction used to give commands or instruction. In spoken discourse, imperative serves several key functions. Here there are 7 key functions. The first one is command and direction. Imperatives are often used to instruct someone to perform a specific action. For example, like close the door, like this, and then or take a seat. Jadi, providing clear and direct communication, kayak langsung gitu. And second one, request. Imperatives can soften requests by using polite language. For instance, please pass the salt is a polite way to asking someone to pass the salt. It's clear that this explanation is more polite because here there is asking to order something. Jadi kayak lebih ada katanya please gak langsung to the point gitu loh. Kayak lebih polite juga, lebih sopan. Yes. And then advice and suggestion. Imperatives can offer recommendation or advice. For example, try adding salt or take a break if you're feeling tired. Jadi kayak lebih ngerekomendasiin ini mah kayak mending kamu istirahat deh atau adding more salt gitu. And then encouragement. They can be used to motivate someone. For example, believe in yourself or go for it. Kayak lebih menyemangatin, saya motivate someone gitu. Ini mah. And then casual and informal communication.
Urgensi kelewat.
And then, urgency. In situation that require immediate action, imperative convey urgency as in help me or run. Jadi ini tuh lebih langsung ada interaksi langsungnya. Misalnya kita ask someone to help you kayak help me, langsung ada respon langsung. Nah kayak gitu. Ini langsung to the point kan. And then casual and informal communication. In spoken discourse, especially in casual settings, imperatives can sometimes be more common, except creating a sense of familiarity or intimacy among speakers. And then interaction and engagement. Implicit or explicit imperatives can engage listeners, prompting them to respond or take action such as think about what I said. So, jadi yang eksplisit tuh kayak lebih langsung, misalnya aku tuh ngerekomenin kamu misalnya move on dong, jadi langsung kamu lakuin kan. Tapi kalau think about what I just, jadi kayak lebih ini tuh bakal dilakuin tapi lebih dipikirin dulu sebelum dilakuin. Nah kayak gitu. And then next topic, the imperative mode differs between spoken and written form, primarily in tone and context. In spoken imperative, tone-nya often more informal and can convey urgency or emotion through vocal inflection. And then politeness, softening perhaps kayak could you atau can you, kayak gitu, kayak lebih polite gitu. Atau please take me apa gitu kan. May be used to take request less. Terus polite context, typically used in real-time instruction allowing for immediate feedback. Jadi kayak langsung ada feedback gitu langsung. And then kalau di written imperative, lebih formality tends to be more structured and can include punctuation. Jadi kayak ada tanda serunya kalau di written mah kayak help me tanda seru. Tapi kan kalau diucapin mah gak perlu itu kan kayak help me. Ya tadi nih tanda seru. Terus clarity, written imperative may require clearer context as the reader lacks immediate feedbacks and directness, often more direct as the absence of tone can make comments seem shorter.
Okay, for the next one is characteristics of imperatives in spoken discourse. As Naya already said before, imperative mood is a grammatical form used to give comments, perintah, make requests, or offer invitations. In spoken discourse, imperatives play a crucial role in how speakers communicate urgency, authority, or politeness depending on the context and delivery. Untuk karakteristiknya, di sini ada directness. So directness tends to give a direct or straightforward things, which can be effective for clarity. For example, saying close the door immediately conveys the action expected of the listener. Jadi there's no more basa-basi gitu. Jadi it's like straightforward. Just say it if you like want to comment something. Just saying it straightforwardly. The next one, context sensitivity. The effectiveness of an imperative often depends on the context in which it's used. For instance, in a classroom setting, a teacher might say, "Open your books," langsung kayak straightforward. While in casual conversation, a friend might say, "Grab a drink." The next one, tone and delivery. The way imperatives are delivered can really affect the reception. A harsh tone can make an order sound like a demand, while a softer tone might make it sound more like a request. Jadi, it is so important to mind your tone, how you saying it, how you say how you comment someone. It might be sounded like you are angry if you sounding the comment in like harsh tone, but if you say it in softer way, the listener may interpret it as a request, like the softer one. And for example, please sit down, way more polite than just saying sit down. So you can use the term please if you want to make it sound more polite and also softer. The next one is politeness strategies. In spoken discourse, speakers often employ strategies to soften imperatives or make them more polite, especially in cultures where direct comments may be seen as rude. Using could you may help the tone as well. Or would you mind? Those words, those sentences can turn an imperative into a more polite request. Could you please pass the salt instead of pass the salt? Like you can use the could you please or would you mind, something like that. The next one, nonverbal cues. In spoken communication, nonverbal elements like gestures, facial expressions, and body language can also complement the imperatives. Besides the tone, imperative also can be like, the nonverbal cues can be so much berpengaruh untuk si nadanya gitu. Jadi kayak if you saying the comment with rude gestures, it would be turns out like, oh you're angry, you're mad at me, like something like that. Of course, facial expression also berpengaruh juga, and body language can complement imperatives. For instance, pointing or using hand signals. For instance, sit down. It's indicating like you are raising your tone, also like mad at that one person or like something that kind of rude, kind of harsh, and It's delivering an imperative can add emphasis and clarity, as I said before. 46.1. Implication of authority. Imperatives can imply a power dynamic between speaker and listener. For example, a manager might use imperatives with subordinates like submit your reports by Friday, which signals a level of authority. Mengindikasikan di sini tuh ada sebuah kekuasaan gitu. Authority, ada authority di sini. Ada kayak misal Naya bos dan aku bawahannya, Naya nyuruh aku, Naya ask me to submit the reports by Friday, and it's indicating that she's the one that in charge of something. So the 7.1, used in instruction and guidance. Imperatives are commonly used in instructional contexts, such as giving directions or explaining how to perform tasks. Phrases like turn left at the traffic light or mix the ingredients thoroughly are essential for clarity in these situations. Imperative can also be used in procedure, something like that. To, instructions, guidance, like turn left at the traffic light. It is commonly used in Google Maps, like something like that. Mix the ingredients thoroughly. It is commonly used in recipe book or something. And that's it for the characteristics for the imperative. And I'm gonna give you the examples in context. For request, could you help me with this? Is a polite request. It can also be made more direct as help me with this. Untuk comments, in a military setting, a commanding officer might say, form a line, showcasing or showing that the authoritative use of imperatives tadi yang sudah di-mention di implication of authority, yang mana ada sebuah kewenangan. Invitations, come to the party this Friday, itu untuk invitations, penggunaannya. Serves as an invitation using an imperative to encourage action. Jadi expecting some action gitu dari sebuah invitasi. Okay, so that's it.
Any questions?
Question that you guys want? Or masih ada yang belum mengerti?
Atau enggak kita yang nanya, ntar ada hadiah.
Okay. Saja.
Ya.
Mengerti kan? Or the explanation, like, is it clear or do you guys want something?
Bisa ngerti?
So, as we can see, there's no question that you guys want to ask. Instead, we're going to give you some recommend you to make one sentence that apa aja deh yang mengindikasikan itu sebuah comment berarti yang di spoken discourse.
Abu Nara.
Please leave her. Please leave her. She's sick.
What do you think? Like, please give her. Ini masuknya kemana? Kemana? Jadi kayak.
Request or advise atau encourage urgency.
Itu mungkin
bisa.
advice. Saran.
Ya.
Waktunya habis. 14.41.
Anyone? Dimsya? Waisya? Mau membuat apa namanya?
Kalimat
Sentence?
spontan.
apa aja. Adila.
Karis mau please. Kaisar dong please.
Dimsha ada pertanyaan. Oh, pertanyaannya make a sentence out of it, like make a comment. Jadi nanti menurut kamu itu masuk ke kata. Go, ya.
Yang advice jika handphone lagi kurang kedengaran tadi.
Advice and suggestion. Imperatives can offer recommendations or advice. For example, try adding more salt or take a break if you are feeling tired. Tadi sama juga konteksnya sama yang tadi juga diberikan oleh Agunara. Something like tadi giving it an advice, gitu. Giving an advice, giving suggestions.
Suggest something. Kayak
Suggest
suggest something.
Interaksinya di sini.
Nanti gak baca.
Kayak
Ya rekomend kayak
the doctor.
ya.
Dimsha?
Matiin aja.
Yaudah. So I think that's all from us. Thank you so much for listening. Time is up. Time is up. So if you guys want to ask something more, you can face to face.